if you look at only his body of work, this split, he is probably the worst AD carry in the league right now, which is so inexcusable from a player.
Ooh, Doublelift getting caught out there. Flash follow from Afromu. Oh, baby, that's the setup.
For me personally, I feel like I should have put myself at a higher standard or something, but pretty much just didn't care. I feel pretty good because we're actually in a position, and I haven't been in a bad position like that in a long time. So if you just look at the way we're playing, we're not even really a top team anymore. So I think it's really cool. I think I need the stress in my life a bit to feel motivated.
I don't think Doublelift gives a fuck at the start of the season.
If I was playing with myself, I would have fucking punched myself in the face already. Like, you need to start taking this shit more seriously or you're gonna get benched. Coaches told me that I was benched and I would be able to fight for my spot like maybe later in the split or close to the playoffs. So I was like, okay, that sucks. Being around the team while they were scrimming and I wanted to play, the coaches basically decided like, it's not a good time for you to play.
I feel like it's healthy having a player that cares in. The fact that Doublelift like literally went on camera and admitted that he just didn't care about the season at the beginning, winning the split doesn't matter to me that much anymore because I've won so many times. Like when your player says that, I feel like that's just like, okay, let somebody else play that actually wants to play.
When the team played without me and won with Tactical, I felt like, oh shit, now I like really want to play. It sucked to get benched, and yeah, since then I've just been pretty pissed off.
Vulcan
They're going for
and
the next
Sven
turret.
are going for a back door. They
can
recognize that the turret is very low. They're going after it. Sven's got the arrows. Revenge is coming through, and Cloud9 will shut down Team Liquid's playoff chances.
Sayonara to Team Liquid. That is the end of their spring split.
The era has ended and the casket has been closed on Team Liquid.
Team Liquid are out of playoff contention. They bombed out of the spring split in what's now considered the biggest downfall in LCS history. But to fully understand why this is such a big failure, we have to go back to last year.
They are the only team to lift the trophy back to back to back to back, and they are the best team North America has ever produced.
Team Liquid ended 2019 by solidifying themselves as the greatest LCS team ever, becoming the first team to win 4 back-to-back titles. They even made it to the finals of MSI, beating defending world champions Invictus Gaming in the semi-finals.
Haters, be silenced! Expectations, be damned! One of the biggest moments in League of Legends history as Team Liquid take down the reigning world champs!
And a huge part of their success was Doublelift, the most successful player in the history of LCS.
In the beginning, I was looking for status. I was looking for people to recognize me as a great player. People recognize me as a great player now. I was looking for a lot of titles. Now I have the most titles. Like, I was looking for a lot of things and I got them all. And now, at its most basic form, I'm just looking for competition.
He's won 7 out of the last 8 LCS splits. And the only reason he doesn't have 8? He took a split off. But despite all of those LCS titles, Doublelift could never transition his success to Worlds.
It's not acceptable that I go to Worlds every year as the first seed and I shit the bed and I never perform and my team never makes it out of groups. And yeah, I mean, geez, I didn't think I was gonna get emotional actually.
Oh, that's all right.
No, but like it's been 8 years and I can't do this thing, but I'm never gonna give up, so that's what I want to say.
2019 Worlds was no different, with Liquid and Doublelift failing to make it out of groups for another year. So the team made a controversial roster move, dropping their veteran jungler X-Smithy in favor of Fnatic's Broxah.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Steve, co-CEO for Team Liquid. I've got a really important announcement for you. So the rumors about Broxah and me disliking each other and having a poor relationship, it just needs to stop. A world where Team Liquid and Broxah aren't on the same team just simply doesn't exist. So welcome to the team.
The change was supposed to help Liquid become a true global contender. Instead, it marked the beginning of the end for this domestic dynasty. With Broxah stuck in Visa Purgatory, Liquid was forced to start the season without their new jungler, and the results were not pretty.
The community's perception early on was, hey, these are problems that are all gonna get fixed. By week 3, people were starting to come around to, I think, what some of us already knew internally, even if we weren't able to say some of it, which was, the teams really doesn't seem to be approaching the season with a winning mindset, as you might say, and so it's no surprise that they're not winning.
And the guy taking the brunt of the team's criticism was Doublelift.
Doublelift has played 4 games of Senna, lost them all, and then the other 2 games, he had 1 game on Aphelios where they just smashed FlyQuest, and then the other game was on Xayah, where he died twice before level 4, when he knew Elise started topside and he got flashed on by Biofrost Leona.
Doublelift underperforming was bad enough, but his attitude is really what got the community fired up.
For me personally, I feel like I should have put myself at a higher standard or something, but pretty much just didn't care. And then now that we're behind, I think I care a lot more. And then now that we have the rest of the split to go, like 9 something more games like that, the other 50%, I feel pretty good because we're actually in a shitty position, and I haven't been in a bad position like that in a long time. So if you just look at the way we're playing, we're not even really a top team anymore. So I think it's really cool. I think I need the stress in my life a bit to feel motivated.
And when Broxa finally made it to NA, he was not the savior everyone hoped he was.
I have felt a lot of pressure coming here. Like, everyone has been saying that once I arrived here, everything not only should change, but actually would change, and that would magically just turn things around and start winning. And that's a lot of pressure to have on my shoulders. Like, not only am I replacing Smithy, but I'm also expected to turn everything around and turn the team into, you know, a winning team.
Something needed to change, and that change came in the bot lane.
I mean, look, I feel like it's healthy having a player that cares in. Even if you say, like, in a vacuum, Tactical is not as skilled as Doublelift, the fact that Doublelift, like, literally went on camera and admitted that he just didn't care about the season at the beginning, like, it's so much better to have a player like Tactical who's just going to be giving his all, compared to, like, somebody like Doublelift who's like, oh, Spring Split doesn't really matter, I don't really care, like, I'm just focusing on other stuff, like, winning the split doesn't matter to me that much anymore, because I've won so many times. Like, when your player says that, I feel like that's just like, okay, let somebody else play that actually wants to play.
What started as a week off due to laryngitis turned into Doublelift being fully benched.
Coaches told me that I was benched and I would be able to fight for my spot like maybe later in the split or closer to playoffs. So I was like, okay, that sucks. Being around the team while they were scrimming and I wanted to play, but like they wouldn't, you know, like the coaches basically decided like it's not a good time for you to play. It just made me like kind of not happy.
One game into Doublelift being benched, and Liquid realized that a rookie AD carry wasn't going to be their savior.
Tactical is good player, and then he have a really good talent, but I don't know, maybe he getting pressure. Then he's lucky, right? He's a young player. Maybe it looks like he losing confidence a little bit sometime, and then he's too quiet during the game. He's a good player, but I'm not sure about his mental.
Now, this is the part of the video where Liquid gets it together. Doublelift makes his return to MVP form, and the team makes a miracle run to the playoffs. Except none of that happened, and Team Liquid became the first defending LCS champions to miss the postseason.
Vulcan
They're going for
and
the next
Sven
turret.
are going for a back door. They
can
recognize that the turret is very low. They're going after it. Sven's got the arrows. Revenge is coming due, and Cloud9 will shut down Team Liquid's playoff chances and slam them into the ground.
And that's how it ends. That is how it ends.
This level of performance drop-off is unprecedented in the LCS. This team was built to compete internationally. 4 of the 5 players on Team Liquid were voted All-Pro last summer. They've taken games off world-class teams like IG and G2. Now, they're the second last place team in the LCS. In a matter of 3 months, Team Liquid has gone from the top of NA to the dumpster.
I kept getting asked, Flowers, when are you going to say TL is dead? And I said,
now.
I'm not going to say it until it officially happens. And this game was why. Like, you got to see the fight at the very last moment, even if they lost control of their own destiny and needed a bunch of other luck to get them into a point where they could have forced a 4-way tie for 6th. This game against Cloud9 was everything they had left in the tank. C9 should feel accomplished that they finished them. Sayonara to Team Liquid. That is the end of their spring split. They are officially eliminated now, a 7-11 collapse.
But Liquid's year isn't over. Come summer, it'll be on Doublelift to prove that he's not washed, that he can still be the best, and that he can take Team Liquid back to the top of NA.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.